go.
And Coach Van Hurley wants a little token pressure.
Smith, as Dayton got crushed by a screen by Pollard. Williams for three. Count it. 18.9 seconds to go, and it's a one-point game and a timeout.
That's the second bone-chilling, bone-crushing screen we've seen from Kendall Pollard. Completely flattens Jeff Dayton legally. Scoochie Smith, the draw, the dish. And there's that young man that Coach Miller talked about, Zarius Williams. Shot ready, hands and feet set, doesn't hesitate, lets it fly. Big time knockdown.
And you go to your best three-point shooter percentage-wise, 42%, Zarius Williams, and you're right, hits a monster three with 18.9 seconds to go. Now you can try to pick up a steal here, trying to make something happen before you have to foul. You know, in Rhode Island tonight, we look at the overall numbers from the free throw line. I mean, they're not great on the season, but tonight, 20 of 30. So really, that's right at their average at 67%, just a tick above it. Well, it's going to come down to it. You talked about this.
These are the situations you work on when practice begins back in November. Crunch time, executing offensively and defensively. Dayton has to do the job and understand as the inbounder, he could run the baseline. Now he can't run. So the three guards here in the front court have to do the job of getting open because Dayton has a spot now off that deflection.
Rhode Island still has their 2 timeouts left. Dayton with none. Now they're going to try to trap E.C. Matthews, and they do, but a foul is called. And it's on Kyle Davis. He can't believe it because that's it. He is fouled out. Well, now do they change it? Wait a minute, they did. They changed it to Zarius Williams. Initially, Davis was infuriated, and then Williams now picks up his 4th.
Well, Coach Archie Miller did not want his team to foul. They had E.C. Matthews stuck in the coffin corner. And partner, I'm going to tell you what, I didn't see a call there. I saw 2 guys building a wall, showing their hands, moving their feet. A tough call.
But Matthews misses the first. I mean, it would have been a 1-possession game anyhow had he made both of them. And now the most they could go up is 2 with still 16.6 to play. Unless they maybe get an offensive board if he misses. 3 of 7 at the line tonight. It's the only thing that Matthews would like back the way he's played in this second half. 2-point game. Martin is back in for Matthews for defense. And here we go. It is going to be Cook to put it in with 16.6. 2 to tie, 3 to win it. Scoochie Smith to the corner. Williams, another 3 for the lead. Yes, he hits it. Zarius Williams, and Dayton is on top with 7.2 to play. How money is Williams with 2 for 2 from the 3-point line. And the Flyers go up 1.
Scoochie Smith attacks the ball screen against the big. And Coach Miller talked about this young man needing to make more 2-point shots. But right now, he's shooting the ball with supreme confidence. He's a big who is confident knocking down shots from 3. The pass on time, on target, right in the shooting pocket. And the sophomore from Springfield, Ohio steps up and makes not 1, but partner 2 huge plays for the Flyers here on the road.
And this resembles last year. We just showed you what happened a year ago, and now again a 3-pointer by the Flyers to go up 1. It's almost the exact same situation, and here we go. Now with a little bit more time, Rhode Island has 7.2 seconds to work with. Here's what's at stake. You see the standings. Dayton can go into sole possession of first for the time being with a win. If not, it's Rhodey and Dayton tied at 9-3 in conference play. What do you like here in this final possession?
Well, first of all, 7.2 is a lifetime in basketball. Plenty of time to get the ball down the court and create an opportunity. I'd love to see a flat ball screen with either Terrell or E.C. Matthews with the ball in their hands. Get it down the floor, get it on the backboard, try to finish, but also giving your bigs, Martin and also Iverson an opportunity for the tip-in.
They're not going to defend Terrell. Jared Terrell to put it in. Gets it into Martin. Back to Terrell. Here we go. Clock at 4. Terrell, 3. Gets run into the ball. Got knocked away. It's out of bounds. And this is going to stay with Rhode Island, and they're going to have to go to the monitor here and see if there's going to be more time left on the clock. It continued to run a little. It's down to .3, but I suspect there's going to be a little bit more. Now, they could also go to see who was out of bounds off of as well, Jay, and that's the thing. So whose possession, obviously, first and foremost, and then how much time's on the clock?
Well, Coach Dan Hurley infuriated there. A lot of contact. Jared Terrell, he's a bowling ball going downhill. Pollard moving his feet. There's some contact down low, but the hands knocked that ball away. And from my vantage point, partner, it looks like from the deflection, that ball is going to roll off the body of number 32 in white, giving Dayton the basketball.
The right leg of Terrell. There's Pollard. Pollard gets his hands in there. I mean, they could have been a foul.
There's a lot of contact there. There's a lot of contact there. You can say it was initiated from Terrell, but that call has been made throughout this game, especially here in this second half, where every play seemingly has had a whistle here in this second half.
Even if this is not Rhode Island possession, not over, because there should be a little bit more time on the clock as well. They could still foul and perhaps have another chance if they reverse the call. The initial call was out of bounds, staying with the Rhode Island Rams. So they have to see enough here to want to reverse this call and give the ball to the Flyers. And we'll see what kind of time they put on the clock. What a game has come down here tonight in our Friday night showcase. You'll love doing these here in the Atlantic 10. And two of the best teams in the conference and one of the best games of the season here.
The attack, the contact. And again, the officials are conferring at the table now, taking a look at that monitor. It should be well over 1 second left on the game clock as that ball went out of bounds. But is it enough evidence to overturn this and give this ball back to the Dayton Flyers?
Pollard's in there, gets the hand on it, and it does appear to go off the right leg of Terrell, but
Terrell got hit in the body, he got hit in the head. There was a lot of contact on that play, contact that has been called throughout this game. I'm all for it, letting the guys decide the game. But if you're going to make a call at the 15-minute mark in the second half and throughout, that call has to be made in the final seconds of the game as well.
Difficult decision here for Mike Roberts, Joe Lindsay, and Earl Walton to try to figure this out. They're going to call over the coaches now. So Archie Miller and Dan Hurley both come over to get this explanation. .3 is on the clock. We think there should be more time regardless, and we've got to wait and see whose ball it is. It was ruled Rhode Island possession. And Earl Walton's going to come over and talk to us.
After review, the clock is set for 1.4 seconds. The Rams will inbound.
They're going to reset the clock to 1.4 seconds left. So the time, they got that right. And what did Walton tell you?
1.4 on the clock, and the officials could not determine that the ball went off Rhode Island. It's Rhode Island basketball, 1.4 to go. And we've seen these situations. Dan Hurley does a nice job out of bounds under with his athletes. The misdirection and Iverson coming down the lane for a lob. Plenty of time on the clock. A tough call to make for the officials. I thought it went off Rhode Island, but they have new life, 1.4 to go, their possession with the chance, partner, to win this ball game.
Well, it's tough to see from that last angle we showed you. The first one, I believe, is a little bit better, but again, it has to be indisputable video evidence for you to overturn the call.
Absolutely.
If not, the one that is made on the floor must stand, and that was the case. So it is Rhode Island possession still. They've got the timing right to 1.4 seconds when that ball was out of bounds, and now you've got to draw things up. Rhode Island's out of timeouts. They've used their last. Dayton with no more timeouts. Possession arrow to the Rams if we get a jump somehow with 1.4 seconds left. Who are you throwing this ball into?
I think you look at a misdirection action with a shooter flying to the corner, hoping 2 goes to 1, and allow Iverson to dive to the front of that rim.
Well, maybe something through the lane. You don't need a 3 here. That's the thing.
The most important player right now is Dayton. Can he deliver the pass that could end up being the game winner?
Dayton puts it in with Kyle Davis on it. Rhode Island down by 1.4 seconds. Dayton, and it's off the hands of Matthews, and the clock is going to expire, and that's it. Dayton does it again for the 2nd year in a row. Escapes Kingston, Rhode Island with a victory, a hard-fought victory, a 1-point win here tonight. Wow.
You can't say enough about this Dayton Flyer basketball team. The senior class, when you tie the school record in this type of fashion, it speaks to character, it speaks to togetherness, and most importantly, what Archie Miller hangs his hat on, it speaks to toughness. This team showed all the above in a tough environment in a statement game, getting this quality win on the road.
Dayton improves to 10-2 in the Atlantic 10 and are in first place for the time being. 19-5 overall. Rhode Island's going to drop to 16-8 and 8-4 in conference play. What a game here tonight in our Friday night showcase in the Atlantic 10. Thanks for being a part of it with us. Once again, the final score. Dayton escapes with a 75-74 win. College Basketball Live Intel Report is coming up next. Have a great weekend, everyone.